shutters, shut your shutters. Windy ridge, let winds unnoticed whistle round your hill. High dormers, draw your curtains. Slam the door and pack the family in the Morris 8, lock up the garage, put her in reverse, back out with care, now forward, off, away. The richer people living farther out, or take us in their rovers. We in turn pass poorer families hurrying on foot towards the station. Very soon the town will echo to the groan of empty trams, and sweet shops advertise ice cream in vain. Solihull, Headingley and Golders Green, Preston and Swindon, Manchester and Leeds, Braintree and Bocking, hear the sea, the smack of breakers upon windy rocks, spray blowing backwards from their curling walls of green translucent water. England leaves her centre for her tide line. Father's toes, though now encased in coloured socks and shoes, and pressing the accelerator hard, ache for the feel of sand and little shrimps to tickle in between them. Mother vows to be more patient with the family. Just for today she will be young again. And at that moment Jennifer is sick. Overexcitement must have brought it on, the hurried breakfast and the early start. And Michael's rather pale, and as for Anne, please stop a moment, Hubert, anywhere. So evening sunlight shows us Sandy Cove, the same as last year and the year before. Still on the brick front of the Baptist church, 6:30, preacher Mr. Pentecost, all visitors are welcome. Still the quartz glitters along the tops of garden walls. Those macrocarpa still survive the gales they must have had last winter. Still the shops remain unaltered on the esplanade. The circulating library, the stores, Jill's pantry, Cynthia's ditty box, antiques, Tricaro, maps and souvenirs and guides. Still on the terrace of the big hotel, pale pink hydrangeas turn a rusty brown where sea winds catch them and yet do not die. The bumpy lane between the tamarisks, the escalonia hedge, and still it's there, our lodging house, 10 minutes from the shore, still unprepared to make a picnic lunch except by notice on the previous day, still nowhere for the children when it's wet except that smelly, overcrowded lounge, and still no garage for the motor car, still on the bedroom wall the list of rules. Don't waste the water. It is pumped by hand. Don't throw old blades into the WC. Don't keep the bathroom long, and don't be late for meals, and don't hang swimsuits out on sills. A line has been provided at the back. Don't empty children's sand shoes in the hall. Don't this, don't that. Still the same, as it was last year and the year before, but rather more expensive now, of course. Now here comes the sad bit, and you're none of you to laugh. Anne, Jennifer and Michael, run along down to the sands and find yourself some friends while Dad and I unpack. The sea. On a secluded corner of the beach, a game of rounders has been organized by Mr. Pedder, schoolmaster and friend of boys and girls, particularly girls. And here it was that tragedy began, that lifelong tragedy to Jennifer, which ate into her soul and made her take to secretarial work in later life in a department of the Board of Trade. See boys and girls assembled for the game, reflected in the rock pools, freckled legs, hop, skip and jump in coatish ecstasy. Parted lips and little pearly teeth, wide eyes, snub noses, shorts, divided skirts, and last year's queen of them was Jennifer, the snubbiest, cheekiest, lissomest of all. One smile from her sent Mr. Pedder back contented to his lodgings. She could wave her little finger, and the elder boys came at her bidding. Even tiny Ruth, old Lady Derncourt's grandchild, pet of all, would bring her shells as timid offerings. So now, with Anne and Michael, see her stand, our Jennifer, our own, our last year's queen, for this year's debut, fully confident. Get in your places! Heard above the waves are Mr. Pedder's organizing shouts. Come on, look sharp, the tide is coming in. He hasn't seen me yet, thinks Jennifer. Line up your team behind you, Christabel. On the wet sea sand, waiting to be seen, she stands with Anne and Michael. Let him turn, and then he'll see me. Let him only turn. Smack went the tennis ball. The bare feet ran, and smack again. He's out. Well caught, Delphine. Shrieks, cartwheels, tumbling joyance of the waves. Oh, Mr. Pedder, look. Oh, here I am. Yeah, the three of them forlornly stood. You ask him, Jennifer. No. Michael? Anne? I'd rather not. Fane's eye. It's up to you. Oh, very well then. Timidly she goes, timid and proud, for the last time a child. Can we play, Mr. Pedder? But his eyes are out to where, among the tousled heads, he sees the golden curls of Christabel. Can we play, Mr. Pedder? So he turns. Who have we here? The jolly, jolly voice. The same, but not the same. Who have we here? The Rawlings children? Yes, of course you may. Join that side, children, under Christabel. No friendly wallop on the BTM, no loving arm squeeze, and no special look, oh, darting heartburn, under Christabel. So all those holidays the bitter truth sank into Jennifer. No longer queen, she had outgrown her strength, as Mummy said, and Mummy made her wear these spectacles. Because of Mummy she had lost her looks. Had lost her looks? Still she was Jennifer. The sands were still the same, the rocks the same, the seaweed waving pools, the bathing cove, the outline of the cliffs, the times of tide. And I'm the same. Of course I'm always me. But all that August, those terrific waves thundered defeat along the rocky coast, and Gingerberry's surf hissed Christabel.